What's going on, everyone? I hope you're blessed. In this episode, I want to talk about how being redirected in your life is a blessing. Not getting what you want is a blessing. Not getting what you want is a blessing. It can be a blessing. It's actually a resurrection, a rebirth of who you are. Letting go of who you think you should be, where you think you should go. That plan gets killed off and you get redirected by the universe and reborn. I want to share a couple of stories with you about this. So, a few years ago, I'm talking maybe actually more than a few years ago, over a decade ago, I think it was, my dad attempted to join forces with some family members of his to go into business together. And he went over to their house and wanted to invest money in this new venture that they'd started up. It was a grocery store that they were starting up, and got to the house with my mum. Just him and my mum had gone. They got to the house, and after some conversation, the family members basically had said, "We've already signed papers, and we've already kind of the deal is done. We can't include you and include any more investment, unfortunately." And so he left that night feeling really let down, left out, of course, and just upset generally, because he was excited about this opportunity to be involved in something that was growing, something that was new with some close family members, in the hopes that they would have success together and collaborate on this new project. Anyway, so some time passes, a few years pass, and he doesn't give it any thought, and he's not really involved in any other projects like that. And then he hears the news that they've actually shut down the business and they've taken each other to court. And a whole court case ensued around who owes who money. And um, there was a big battle around finances and around ownership and everything in between. It got very, very messy for a whole number of years. And it was only at that point that he saw it as a blessing that he wasn't involved, and that, God redirected him at that point, that night, when he felt like he was being left out, that things weren't going his way, and that he wasn't shown the love and the respect and appreciation from them, but also kind of from the universe as well, right? Because you kind of get frustrated. You're like, why am I not getting what I want? And of course, in hindsight, everything is 2020. It's very clear. And so he realized, wow, this is something that would be incredibly stressful for me to be talking to lawyers and going to court and forking out tens of thousands of pounds in debt to pay various people. And it was only at that point he realized it was a blessing. And obviously at the time he was heartbroken. And, a similar thing I want to share when it came to my own personal journey was, I obviously decided not to, if you've listened to my previous episodes or know anything about me, you know that I didn't go on to practice law. Even though I graduated from university and law school, I decided it wasn't for me. I knew it intuitively in my gut. That wasn't my life path. Because I was very entrepreneurial and creative. And so I started a number of online businesses, 2013, 14, 15. And for some reason, well, they just weren't getting off the ground and building the momentum that I'd hoped, that I'd seen so many other people have online and offline. I'm like, everyone else has success. Where's mine? Why isn't this working? I'm investing so much time and money and energy into this stuff. And, eventually it got to a point where I hit a wall in 2017 and beginning of 2017, end of 2016. And I had to get a job. And I got a job in a recruitment agency in central London, in the city, downtown. And I never saw myself doing that. Like it was the most bizarre place to be in because a few years prior to that, I imagined myself in a completely different place. And so I was like, how have I ended up here? But after spending a year and a half there, I quickly realized why I was meant to be there because my natural skill is in, or is with people, is sales skills. And that was an arena, that was a vehicle. That year and a half was training ground for me to build my confidence with people. And then that naturally equated to me being able to build a network for my podcast and to reach out to people and to build relationships with people. That year and a half was about building relationships and understanding people in a very intensive way. From 8 a.m. or half 8 in the morning, it was till 7 p.m., pretty much 5 days a week. Sometimes later, sometimes be like 9, 10 p.m. But anyway, so redirection is a resurrection. Redirection is a blessing. I hope that you don't get what you want. I hope I don't get what I want. I hope that you don't get what you want. I'll tell you why. Not only for the reasons I've just said, but think about this. Imagine a blank sheet of paper. Draw a small circle in the middle. Inside that circle is your awareness of what's possible right now in your life. That small circle is all the dreams and the desires and the goals and the fantastic imagination that you have of what's possible in your life. It's in that small circle. Even the wildest, craziest things that you can think of, they're inside that circle. Everything outside the circle, that whole white sheet of paper outside the circle, is all of the possibilities that you're missing out on because you're focused on the circle. All of the white sheet around it is the playground for the universe to bring you whatever it is that is aligned to your soul's purpose. But you're not in a state to receive it because you're so focused on needing to have everything that's in the circle. What if you let go of the circle? What if you let go of the circle and you let the universe take over and provide you and guide you? What if you let the universe take over and provide you and guide you? What if you trusted it? Where would it take you? What would you receive? Because so far in my life, I'll tell you, I'm creating things and connecting with people that I never imagined in a million years. Because I'm not even aware that those things are possible. You see, when we create goals and aspirations and dreams, we're creating them from a place of what we think is possible. What about all of the things that we're not even aware is possible for our life? All the magic, all the mystery, all the adventure, all the experiences that we're not even thinking about yet, or dreaming about, or desiring, because we don't even know it's possible. So if we let go, just for a moment, let go of what we want from our life and trust that the universe will bring us something beyond our wildest imagination. I love you. I'm sending you blessings, and I'll talk to you again soon.